Hello everyone, on this Monday afternoon, February 15th, 2016, my current time is approaching 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, so here we go. This video will cover Day 5 Weather Challenge for Aberdeen, South Dakota. Last week was a very interesting week, as we had that jet stream right overhead, big ridge and then trough, really deep trough carved out in this eastern part of the U.S. Take a look at how things have transitioned. It looks like the jet stream seems to be to the southwest, so and they are in the bit of the trophy pattern currently. Just get a little 4-hour difference. So it looks like another surge of cold air is pushing southward. Um, just based on the way these ISO heights have trended in the past 4 hours. And then here's A50. So let's see, there's definitely some cold air starting to move way back in. But let's take a look at how things are going at that exact point. So overnight last night, looks like it had a bit of fog. There's looks like some pretty good radiational cooling conditions led to some dense fog, so low winds, and okay, so they had some overcast going, and then they had some clearing, but mostly clear skies despite that patchy fog. But yeah, temperatures went down to about 10 degrees. Let's get an actual low. Do past 10 hours here. Perfect. Negative 11.11 Celsius to Fahrenheit. 12 degrees. Okay, so maybe this is what we want. Negative 12.2, which is 10 degrees. Why isn't this? Okay, so negative 12.2, there's your 10 degrees. Okay, so last night, it got done at 10 degrees under what seems to be decently radiational cooling conditions. And after that low occurred, sun came up and there weren't many clouds to speak of after the fog burned off. Light to moderate southerly flow. Temperatures are up to 33 degrees with some sky cover over the area. But yeah, definitely pretty good rebound despite the cloud cover, a little bit of cloud coverage. So let's see the clouds in action. Again, it's kind of hard to see with the snowpack showing up here. But you kind of can see some clouds moving eastward across the area. Infrared's a little. Okay, here we go. So you got these high clouds, mid-high level clouds, scattered low clouds as well, moving across the area as your flow is from northwest to southeast. Again, yeah, these clouds really aren't having much of an impact. Right now, off the bat, I want to see what the USL had high today. 39 degrees. Yikes. Way too warm. I'm curious to see what they have for snowpack. I really haven't paid attention to the city at all over the weekend, so let's take a look at what we're dealing with, why the models are so off, if this wants to load. Cool. Correction for snowfall. Okay, so they had some snow. Oh, they had 5.5 inches of snow yesterday, so now they have a 6-inch snow depth. Okay, that's good to know. Cool. So they do have snow on the ground, and that probably impacted the high, likely impacted the high today, and I don't think the models incorporated that too well. So that explains, it's only 33 degrees now, and it's about 21 Z. Yeah, so no, the high did not occur as some of the models had anticipated. That's unfortunate. What's that site called? There's a site to look back at the models. So Moss, maybe it's here. What's it called? Archive? No, okay, that's not gonna work. Alright, well, the USL was definitely way too warm today, and I'm sure the other models were warm for the same exact reason. Okay, yeah, so these clouds are moving ahead. Okay, so let's see what happens with those clouds and any other sort of clouds that might just get a quick bigger scope here. So yeah, resurge of cold. So yeah, it looks like the flow is definitely coming from Canada, which would support cooler weather, drier weather too. So it looks like these clouds are only temporarily perhaps. Big, nice ocean storm in that area. So here we go. 4 kilometer NAM, 18Z run, north central. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, clouds and snow showers, but hasn't been any snow yet. And your relevance starts now, 6C. They might have some lingering snow shower potential. Otherwise, it's moving out. Things are starting to dry out. Some remaining flurries, but I don't think that's going to add to anything. Okay, so it looks like clouds do stick around for most of the night, which does make sense based on current satellite. Looks like you have starting to see some warm advection, so maybe that cold surge is temporary. And then you have some warm air starting to creep back. A bit of a Chinook flow probably starting to develop with the zonal flow. Anyways, okay, so yeah, clouds, here we are, 18Z. So this is indicating some possible stratus lingering with a possible late flow at the surface. So keep that in mind right now. That lingers for the entire day pretty much, and then you have these mid-high level clouds associated with the warm advection. And then some precipitation possibly as we get, oh my gosh. This is the same pattern we were just in last week. So yeah, very similar pattern. Yeah, the 500 millibar looks kind of similar. Your jet stream is kind of in the same area. The obviously the tilt is a little different. The implication is a little different, but the general setup, very tight gradient. I think it's just relatively close to them. But yes. Okay, so that takes care of the sky. It does introduce the idea of some precipitation towards the end of day 5. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so here's your lingering cloud for tonight, and then your low stratus overhead much of the day tomorrow, and then you have this another area of concern. GFS, I'm sure, is a similar story. Probably less on the stratus, but I do think this stratus, especially with 5 inches of snow, although they probably lost a little bit today, although let's see, these clouds might be inhibiting some of the sun getting through to melt any sort of snow. So I'm assuming they didn't melt a whole lot today. Dew points below freezing, so yeah. Say that whatever snow they had today will exist tomorrow. And with your low stratus, I don't expect temperatures to rise a whole lot. Let's take a look at the wind flow. So yes, we have a little bit of weak cold advection, a bit stronger, nice little low-level jet. So could be some winds earlier on in the period, and they slacken off, and then they get more of a return flow developing. Similar story in the GFS, I'm sure. Okay, so let's take a look at the temperatures. Go with this. So you're definitely a cooling trend, and then this is probably bogus. See, it has that southeast flow. We'll take a quick look in a second to see if there's any warm air to tap. Yeah, just we can go back here. So those areas to the southeast linger. Yeah, so it looks like. So I'm looking in this area, and it looks like they do suffer the same stratus deck. Looks a little bit more transient. Okay, so those areas just might warm, but we'll see. I'll take a look at a 2-meter temperature plot in just a second. Just get this situated here. First 60 high potential, maybe, and then second 60 low potential. Could be something to consider, especially if they don't really warm up a whole lot during the afternoon tomorrow with the lack of sunshine, snowpack, and very, 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 very weak warm advection. Okay, so let's take a look at that warm advection. So that's all I'll take care of. Let's look at the NAM. We'll do a regional view. Or we can do let's do the 4 kilometer NAM. 18Z run. Okay. So let's we can quick look at the satellite here. The radar, sorry. So this band of wow, that looks impressive. 3Z. This is the right run, yeah. Monday 15th, yeah. Wow. Let's go back. So that's for 3Z overnight tonight. Okay, so yeah, it's this interesting activity looks a lot more impressive on the NAM versus the RPM. Looks a lot more widespread. So this might impact first 60 high potential if they get a little wet bulbing take place. I'm just looking at the atmosphere beforehand. So KABR is the site we want. It's a bit of a dry pocket in the low levels. Let me fast forward that. And things probably saturated now. Yep, barely snow. Pretty good, pretty good synoptic lift with this wave. Yeah, it looks like it's associated with a shortwave. Or is it just one advection? No. Yeah, likely just a shortwave digging southward. Jeez. It's a lot going on. Which will all produce a nice big storm for the East Coast, but we're not really concerned with that. So yeah, there's definitely some energy. Okay, so this shortwave right here is probably going to move southeastward, and that will kick up some precipitation activity. Okay, so that is definitely associated with the shortwave. So yeah, it makes sense to have this well-organized area of lift and lift, moisture, precipitation, all that. So yeah, they're in the they're really getting socked with some snow. So yeah, some additional snow overnight tonight, adding to their bit of a snowpack. Bring that a little further. So I'm sure some cold air is starting to work its way in. Temperatures still pretty stable. So it looks like they have about a 6-hour period of some snow. It's a little slow today. Okay, 9Z, things are starting to cool off a lot. Okay, so as far as precipitation chances at the first 60 time period, yeah, there could be some lingering. Things maintain fairly saturated. Let's go back. So yeah, this is definitely precipitation conducive. So GFS doesn't look as impressive. 18 seeds out? No. Gotta refresh it. Okay, cool. This is the 18Z NAM. This is the 12Z NAM. But I'm pretty sure it's saying similar things. Starting as rain, probably not. Yeah, because the model probably had 2 warm today. Yeah, 35. It's only 33. The dew point. Yeah, dew point's down here. This is what the model had. Nope. Nice try. Yeah, a bit of warm advection today. Okay. Let's reorganize. So this is a very difficult, complex forecast for sure. So we're digging deeper into the details here. So yeah, it looks like most of the lift on this 12Z run ends before 6Z. Really little after 6Z on this. It looks like everything's pulling away. So this is, we'll see. I'll have to think about that. But let's take a look at the 2-minute temperatures for what happens tomorrow afternoon. Okay, so here's 60. Temperatures are around freezing. So I'm betting that these temperatures right now kind of hold steady. Get a zoom in surface analysis. 33, 31, 41. So this is some warmer air, but winds are very light, so very little advection occurring. And then slowly but surely you get some cold air starting to seep southward. Yes, okay. Here is the 60 temp around 33, and then slowly falls. So southeast, they're not really tapping any warm air whatsoever. So I think temperatures really don't move a whole lot between 6Z and 18Z, but there's notable cooling trend. But yeah, I think the high might occur around 6Z. We'll see. Again, some wet bulbing effects might lower the temperature a little bit, so see what the 0Z obs are. And then, yep, things are cooling off. Wow, 30. So really a small diurnal range potentially tomorrow. The cold advection is pretty. There isn't any cold advection tomorrow. The cold advection is very short-lived. Doesn't really get too cold, and then you're already starting to tap into some warmer air. So a pretty active pattern for sure. So here we go. So this is signaling a high around 6Z, and then your low somewhere second 6Z. And GFS is a similar story. Look at this temperature spike at 6Z. Interesting. Yep, and then yeah, definitely cooling trend. Although I think this is way too cold. Really, 19? And you have clouds, so you're not radiate cooling. And your winds, you have you're not cold. You're not tapping any cold air. So what? I don't know what the models are doing right now. It looks like there's definitely clouds within this time frame. Some definitely, yeah. So this is pretty silly, the Moss right here. Alright, let's take a look at the USL, then I'll wrap things up. 16 minutes. So hopefully, I think the USL will be a little better than the low. And let's see what it has for 6C temperatures. 36 degrees, 37. So the USL also has the temperatures warming, which would support raindrops. Not sure that's going to be the case. We'll see. Where the winds? Yeah, winds are 0 right now, calm. So it'll be important to monitor temperature trends over the next couple of hours. USL has them getting up to mid-30s, rising right through the start daytime period, which I'm skeptical on, especially with precipitation falling, and probably in the form of snow. Soil temp. This doesn't even have snowpack on the ground, does it? Oh my gosh, no, it doesn't. It really does not have. This is a good indicator of seeing snow. It really does not have any snow on the ground. It thinks the snow like melts or it really doesn't see snow. But yeah, this is pretty useless. And this is a better idea, but east wind, cloud coverage, temperatures might have a hard time falling just based on temperatures I see to their. And again, this place from experience has a hard time cooling off. So here's 6, and this is like 30 degrees. So I don't know what to tell you. We can zoom in. I'm sure it's going to say the same value. 33. Wait, 33 for 6C. That's for that. So what? Does the low occur during the day? Honestly, I don't think the temperature moves a lot at all tomorrow. Just based on persistent cloud cover. So yeah, this is pretty much useless. Alright. And also the idea, I remember the precipitation potentially at the end. There's a lot to consider here. Probably mentioned a few things earlier that I did not go over, but it's okay. So here's some, so 3Z, what do the NAM have? Zoom back out. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this might help to cool things off. Let's see. ABR. So dry. Yeah, get these dry pockets. But enough cloud coverage to inhibit radiation cooling. Okay, and you do saturate pretty well. Here's 3Z. Alright, yep, some more saturation in the low levels. So some light snow, nothing really going on above 700 millibars. Light, very, very light snow. Probably adds, let's see, really nothing. Oh, that's true. All right. So yeah, I'm not really concerned with much fees up tomorrow. Well, I think a lot of anything that falls will fall before the first 60 period. So I think that'll be in the form of snow. We'll see. Definitely important to monitor this and also this. Okay. Good luck with your forecasts.